man? Yours good YouTube, is your better Elijah here, man. And as you can tell from the title of the video, today we're going to be talking about human trafficking in football. Now, I feel like this is not a topic that gets talked about enough, so I decided, you know what, let's make a video about it. So without further ado, I'm not even going to be around the bush. Let's get straight to it. Millions of people from different countries, from different cultures and social-economic backgrounds come together to play football. However, beneath its glamour and success lies a dark reality, which is human trafficking. Football trafficking is the exploitation of young footballers in developing countries. And this trafficking particularly comes from South America and in Africa. And footballers like Drogba, Osimhen, Salah, Mane have inspired a lot of Africans to be professional footballers. Traffickers represent themselves as agents, prey on desperate families, hoping for a better life for their children, convincing the families to pay trafficking fees to create the opportunities for players teams to try out for European football teams. And once they get that money, they will often leave the footballer stranded in Europe or other parts of the world. The families that are facing extreme poverty will invest large sums of money in abroad in the hope that the child will be successful abroad. Some families will even sell their homes just to raise the funds. And when these footballers arrive, they are vulnerable to homelessness, illegal work, and exploitation. For many young men facing limited education and job opportunities, and football serves as a legitimate path out of economic hardships. They don't even need to drag the victims across borders by force. All they need to do is simply offer them something that feels too real and too meaningful to question. Almost all of the estimated 15,000 victims of football trafficking each year come from West Africa. The global nature of football has increased the demand for young talent. European clubs in particular scout players worldwide, but it also opens the door for exploitation. FIFA, which is the governing body for football, has a rigorous set of rules about recruiting players across borders at both the amateur and professional levels. They should be assigned an electronic ID, registered with the governing body, and have an invitation letter that comes through the local federation. That minors can try out for a club when they are 16 or 17, and the club has to obtain written permission from the young players' parents. They have to provide the players with the optimum accommodation, living standards, and adequate coverage of expenses. In the early 2000s, Premier League footballer Hassan Bangura was trafficked to the UK from Sierra Leone by a Frenchman, promising him a shot at the big leagues. Shortly after he arrived, Bangura was then sexually assaulted by two men at the accommodation the Frenchman had arranged for him. In 2023, after a very long investigation, the National Police and the SEF, which is the Portuguese Border Service, rescued around 40 young people, including 36 minors, as part of an operation called El Dorado. The Portuguese sports world was in shock after the operation. Authorities identified 5 suspects, including Mario Costa, who is the president of the Portuguese Football League and one of the most prominent figures in Portuguese football. The traffickers transferred dozens of talents to Portugal, promising them a bright future and professional careers. However, the young people's dreams of becoming a footballer quickly dissolved after when they realized they were being trapped by con artists. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you guys, and I hope you guys learned something new, because I feel like this is an issue that doesn't get talked about enough anyway. And I just wanted to bring more awareness about it. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe here. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.